When you've got Astralis at their peak, they are pretty much unstoppable. Like what a team needs to have to beat them is obviously to be at their peak also. Everything needs to be so good because Astralis are a rock solid team.
Right now we have a best of 5 grand final. The Intel Extreme Masters really kicking it off right here in Beijing. Oh! Yeah! Let's get it on!
Yeah, so we arrived in Beijing on Monday at 8 AM and we had to stay up through the day just to fight the jet lag. Just doing a little bit of walking around what's close nearby, seeing a little bit of Beijing culture.
Did media the day after, practiced that night as well, had some scrims and then came into the competition the next day, ready.
I think everyone did sort of a good job of trying to adjust to the time zone here, and I think everyone still struggled a little bit with jet lag throughout the tournament.
This event was kind of different than the others because it's the first event for 100 Thieves and we had a little bit of a boost of motivation. We wanted to prove ourselves, to the org, to the fans, and we wanted to do well. I think that helped a lot.
So we only really found out we were coming to this tournament midway through the tournament in Turkey. I feel like the last month or so has just been a bit of redemption. I feel like in the middle part of the year we had so many problems with visas and we had some bad results, which meant we didn't get to play other tournaments, didn't get some invites that we probably deserved. I feel like the results this week and last week have kind of proved that we probably deserved those spots all along.
Welcome to the Intel Extreme Masters Beijing Haidan 2019. Remember, the 7th of November. That's today where we're going to be kicking off all the action. I have 3 best of 3s coming your way, and none of which that you are going to want to miss. I can assure you.
First one, make it loud, make it loud. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, we started off playing versus Ents in the first game. Ents haven't played any official games in over a month, so it was a little bit hard to predict and prepare for it.
I'd say we were pretty confident, always had a pretty good record against Ents just in general. We came into the game pretty strong, I would say. We started T-side Inferno and just demolished them everywhere.
Players heading towards the B bumps in for 100 Thieves and they aren't going to stop.
Oh, he's very exposed right now. X7, that's a nice play from him, getting himself into play. He's going to go down anyway, but 13 seconds on the clock and they're going to take care of Sunny quickly. And what a turnaround. JKS, what a mad round. 3 kills for him.
Ariel running through the Molotov, that's less great. And the follow-up peek, they're not even paying attention. Alza's just gonna slaughter them all.
Heading on to the next map into their pick, we were playing Train. We started City side and it was a very, very rough game. We weren't taking spots on the map and they completely punished us for it on City side and we ended up only getting 4 rounds. And then switching over to T side, we just had to, I guess, stay a little bit mentally focused and prepared and just trying to keep the mood high because we knew if we could win the pistol and win the first gun round, we could come back to this game easy. Yeah, we came out on top.
The quad kill to set it up, and Lias, oh, he gets the ace at the end to shut down Ents. What a godlike.
So our second game of the day was against Astralis. Our pick was Inferno. I think going into the game, we were quite confident.
You need to be confident to be able to beat them, so there's no reason to not be confident, but sometimes you just run into a wall. It feels like that sometimes.
They're not going to give us banana like Ents did. They're going to fight in the house. 2 people, 3 people, 7 people, pigs, mollies, nades.
I think the game started really well for us. We were up by a margin on the T side of Inferno from memory. And then we started to make some little mistakes. It really affected our game and I think it carried on to affecting other fundamentals like communication. It was very, very rough. Astralis are Astralis, they're a solid team. They just pretty much cleaned us up.
I mean, there's not much to say, you just needed to go over these things, so it doesn't happen again. That's the for me, most important thing is that to understand that never happen again in this way. Some completely off positions there.
And it was just the communication was just, at the start of City side, it was just dead. It was legit just dead. And yeah, I don't know.
So in the past, something which we weren't really good at was being open to each other and having these type of meetings pre and post matches. They're not bad meetings or anything like that. It's more just to kind of get everyone's thoughts on the same page after and before the games. It's really important to talk about what things people are doing in the team that need to be fixed, for example, so it doesn't just keep happening. Just having more talks with each other and like things that we can work on and improve so that we actually become a better team and better people in general.
Which one's running and gunning? Again.
You're actually running again.
No one ran in game.
He joined and killed me. You're a scumbag.
I got running guns.
Is you're checking like every corner? He's looking at my screen.
Get him, Aaron.
I got him. He's coming around the archway.
I see him.
Yo, just keeps moving after every single time he does. Just, oh, the monitor has a chair.
I can't just sit down and just play. I need to get comfy.
Now, without any further ado, we do have another matchup on our hands, that being 100 Thieves versus Ints, and this is a decider match for Group A. Thank you, fellas. We'll get back to you.
Main, last guy there too. Same spot.
That was the gun. Push holes.
Nice, Johnny. I'm gonna flash you out in a second.
Nice!
The truth is that we feel really good on it. Yeah? Like
I'd like it a little bit.
Okay. You get another shot in the final. Yeah. You can get the easiest semi-final.
Yeah, definitely.
Your life just get like a million times easier because you vitality.
Just kick back, relax.
Just kick back, relax, and go to the gym. And then we're gonna be ready for vitality.
Yeah, at the semifinal versus Vitality, I don't know, I felt like it was like, we were a little bit scared in the start. And sometimes it happened when you enter the stage, you know, the first game of the playoffs.
I think it was more so just getting used to the stage. Like most of them pretty similar, but sometimes there's little things that kind of get in the way of feeling comfortable. And then when you're playing like the first map, not only is there like a small amount of nerve issues, but there's also that on top of it, which is combined together. It doesn't really give you like the best possible chance to have a strong start.
Win the first, that's the bomb on the ground.
Looks like he has the upper hand, and he one-tap, taking him out.
And Vitality gonna take a 1-0 lead in this series.
The reset wasn't called, nothing wasn't called, we just need to continue with the play. We were hesitating because of possibility of maybe or not.
It was hesitation because I could tell in the communication. Like, I just thought that was the frustrating thing because we weren't communicating properly.
I mentioned this a billion times, sir. We are not talking properly, we are not doing things properly like we usually do. And this is the result. The result is the last round of 3 cards. 1v2, we don't step together, we will step together 100 out of 100 times in 100 different situations. This time we don't talk, we don't step, and it's done.
Yeah, so after the first map, we got beat pretty bad. So after we finished that match, we went to the back and we literally just spoke about what we need to fix. And we just needed to make sure we come into the next 2 games fighting and really communicating and playing aggressive the way we like to play CS. And after we had that little chat, everything just fell into place for us.
We kind of bounced back and everybody was super positive and like supportive, and like that's something that we have been missing in the past. And yesterday when that happened, it was like kind of really good to see.
It's like I love my teammates, and you know, I consider them my friends, like outside of the game. Everyone's positive and they want their friends to succeed. So, you know, when we go into a game like against Vitality after that first rough map, coming into the next one, it was very easy for us to reset just after a couple laughs in the back room.
Nice turnaround, Azza seeing it coming, and this is looking good. And oh my god, they have actually made it through 100 Heartbreaks or 100 Thieves. He's been very hard to stop, and this is the reason why. Oh my god, they line up for the quad kill. Can they finally bring down JKS? He's going to try and flash his way into a fight. He'll pick up one more kill. He makes it back around the smoke. He's still a factor here. Oh no, they line up behind it. I can't believe it. And right on top of Vitality, a 16-2 scoreline at the end, and they're in the grand finals here in Beijing.
I'm not Australian, but I hope to be one day, and the boys just crush it. I'm about to ruin this shoe. Oh my god.
Already ruined the shoe. Off-white Prestos. Me. I got a real boot this time. Hey, we didn't win yet, but this is something to celebrate. First time finals, 100 Thieves in the CSGO event. Let's go. This is harder than it looks. Let's go.
we have a best-of-5 grand final. The Intel Extreme Masters really kicking it off right here in Beijing. It's time to get on the stage. It's time to get situated. It's time to get locked in.
Well, going up against Astralis in a final is, I don't know, it's our first final together. Like, I felt like we kind of need we need to get the ball rolling, and we had the chance on Vertigo, where we could have actually closed it out.
Down to the same man as Zipix gets 2, and Device already pushing forward. Here's the rotation coming in, just one left. Lias is gone, and Astralis survived the curveball of Vertigo.
That first match, we just made a lot of mistakes, and they were we basically gifted them the game.
But the next 2 maps, they were just so solid. It was pretty hard. Whatever we tried to do, I don't even think didn't feel like we were playing bad or anything. They were just really, really solid.
The 2 players downstairs now know that they're so far removed. They've got time and space, but not with Magis coming back through the rabbit out of the vents.
To receive the action first, but he doesn't get the initial headshot. Well, now he does.
Certainly does, but watch out because the timing. Okay, disappointed. That was Device. We thought that was Glaive. Device comes to his aid. I was going to say.
Yeah, what a dominating performance that is from Astralis.
I mean, we still stuck in there. Like in this game particularly, I don't think we got down on ourselves or anything like that, or didn't fall back. I think Astralis just played some great CS. So coming into the games, we were still communicating very highly. At halftime, it wasn't like death or anything like that between the players. That's just CS sometimes. They're just going to shoot you back in the face faster. It's just what it is. And like I said, Astralis are just a great team, and they played some solid CS today.
At an Intel event, Astralis will take it again. As far as I'm concerned, that's a masterpiece. Not a single map lost. Astralis, the first time in China.
I mean, peak Astralis is the best team of all time. They are so good. Their teamwork, just individually, they're an insane team.
They're one of the hardest opponents to face that have ever had a chance to play against. It's so hard to prepare for them because they're always ready for everything.
To us, it's definitely not a match that we're going to write off. We're obviously, after this, we're probably going to be having a big, stern, hard look at it. And we're going to go over all the maps and see what went wrong and what they did right.
Obviously, we're not happy with the result itself. No one ever really wants to come second. Everyone wants to win, of course. But I mean, I think I can speak on behalf of everyone else in the team and say that we're happy with the way that we got there.
I'd say we did all right. Making grand finals in our first appearance as a new organization. Sad we couldn't take out the win, but all in all, pretty decent.
For us, we were just really happy to be able to get to the grand final of an event. It was the first grand final together, so we're all really stoked for that. And we're upset that we didn't come away with the win, but we're super proud and super happy of what we accomplished at the event. So
the main thing for us right now is just to keep doing what we're doing. And obviously we just have to figure out some of the mistakes that we're making in game right now. Those being that Astralis completely mopped us up with when we make mistakes. They just took full advantage of that, and we have to make sure that we don't make those mistakes, getting picked off one by one, and just little things like that. So obviously we'll go back and watch our games. We'll make sure that we keep reinventing stuff for our own playbook, and just keep grinding out CS.
I'm about to ruin this shoe. There's a lot of alcohol in this. There's a lot of chugging. Whatever. Oh my God.
Big thumbs up. He's a man. That drink was really healthy. That was 50-50. That guy's a legend.